You know what I'm saying? So we can't keep pretending like Ron DeSantis and individuals like that who continue to promote this type of rhetoric, this type of fear mongering, not because maybe they do believe it to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, they just want more votes. And how the political atmosphere today is, whoever can fear the most gets the most votes. Now, when it comes to the situation that happened in Florida with the obvious racial shooting that happened at the Dollar General, if he first tried to approach a black college, couldn't get entrance, and then he went to a Dollar General, which in this area is more, black populated. I'm pretty sure you guys heard the story. I don't want to show the video. I don't really want to glorify situations like that. This is not what that channel is about. This channel is about having the conversation, not just trying to show graphic things like that. Go ahead and watch it. If you don't know, go ahead and watch it, then come back. But an interesting situation happened with Ron DeSantis. He went down to that community and initially got booed, which is understandable because people are not as stupid as you would think. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to prominent individuals like Ron DeSantis. And you don't have to be politically savvy to understand how he tries to use social topics, conversations, kind of, race baiting type of rhetoric to kind of feed his base. You don't have to be a political scientist to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Just watch a couple of interviews and you kind of get it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same tactic Trump uses, a lot of these Republicans use. So when he went to this get together, he got booed. But then this black lady, she got up on stage and she, I want to say, for what the moment brought, she just felt she had to do what she had to do. But at some point, and maybe this is just me just wanting people to do more, to do better. But in that moment, I felt like she should have let him get booed and let him just walk off. Because at some point, we can't allow individuals like Ron to run his mouth like he does and then go to a community, a more all-black community, and then pretend like he cares. But let's go ahead and watch the actual situation here, and let's have that conversation.
Well, thank you for doing this. I want to just say to the councilwoman, I got you. Don't worry about it. We've already been looking to identify funds to be able to help, one, make sure there's adequate security for Edward Waters College. We are not going to allow these institutions to be targeted by people.
Okay, listen, y'all. Let me tell you, we finna put parties aside, cause it ain't about parties today. A bullet don't know a party, so don't get me started. Okay, Jacoby is nice, but Ann is not. Now, if the governor wanted to come here and he bringing gifts to my community, y'all know I'm taking the gifts because we've been through enough already, and I don't want to go through no more. Now, y'all just be quiet just a minute and let the governor say what he gonna say, and we gonna get this party started. You hear me? Okay, let's do it.
So we have already identified funds from the state of Florida. I've been in touch with Dr. Faison. We're going to be announcing some stuff.
All right. Well, he's just going to kind of go and talk about some funds that he's gathered. But let's go back here and let's go through this.
Parties today. Okay, listen, y'all. Let me tell you, we finna put parties aside, cause it ain't about parties today. A bullet
All right.
don't know a party.
All right. Bullets do not know a party. Okay. Scientifically, like, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Bullets don't look for a political side or a color. But if that bullet is purposely aimed at you for political rhetoric, political fear mongering, then guess what? That bullet's going to find you. Because the person aiming the gun is purposely aiming it at you. That's how that works. So I get it. You know, it sounds good. It sounds like a good, thing to say to bring people together. So, it crosses racial lines. Like, I get it. But at some point, we need to be honest with each other and be like, let's dig into this a little bit more. Because if you dig into a little bit more, you're going to find that most of these kind of situations are politically and racially motivated and economically. Like, if you really want to break this down like a fraction, we could do that. But let's listen to what she has to say.
So don't get me started. Okay, Jacoby is nice, but Ann is not. Now, if the governor wanted to come here and he bringing gifts to my community, y'all know I'm taking the gifts because we've been through enough already. And
all right, that right there is what really just got me thinking. Okay, so if you guys didn't see a video I did kind of discussing this, go ahead and watch it. But Stalin, if you don't know who Stalin is, Joseph Stalin, go ahead and look that up. He was a crazy dictator, and he demonstrated something. And I'm kind of paraphrasing the story here, but he had him and his homies around. He grabs a chicken. He wants to show how to dictate over stupid people. He takes a chicken, plucks all his feathers with his hands. Chicken running around screaming, blood everywhere, right? People are just horrified by this. The chicken running around crazy, no feathers, bleeding everywhere. Stalin gets some breadcrumbs. And he goes up to the chicken, drops a little bit. Chicken starts to come towards, eating it off the ground. And then Stalin opens his hands. It has all the breadcrumbs. And the chicken's eating from his hands. And essentially, Stalin said, this is how you govern stupid people. And not saying that, this lady's stupid, but we have this stupid mentality. Like, the governor's bringing gifts, so we just gonna take the gifts because we're hurting. Well, if you keep accepting these little tiny gifts, knowing the harm that he's really doing with his racial rhetoric, CRT, which critical race theory, which he somehow combines that with Black history, saying that Black history is really trying to oppress white kids. And it's like, you don't think people are going to be mad if they keep hearing that over and over? The great replacement theory. White people are being replaced. Who is replacing these white folks? You know what I'm saying? So we can't keep pretending like Ron DeSantis and individuals like that who continue to promote this type of rhetoric, this type of fear mongering, not because maybe they do believe it to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, they just want more votes. And how the political atmosphere today is, whoever can fear the most gets the most votes. In the Democratic Party, they have their own version of that, but when it comes to Ron DeSantis and his friends, it's like they don't hold no punches. Like, just read a couple of articles. Just watch a couple of interviews, and you will understand. Don't take his gifts. If you really want to gift black communities in Florida, step down. Because you obviously don't know how to govern. Just because you had a title don't mean you know how to do it well. So at some point, I need black folks. I really need anybody who's watching and listening. I need you guys to do better. I don't want no more gifts from these individuals if they're purposely trying to destroy people. I need you to step down. That's it. She should have just let him get booed and walk away with his tail tucked between his legs, and that's it. Because with the gifts or not, black folks have a history of pulling themselves up and progressing even further forward. We have a whole history doing that. And we didn't have no one giving us gifts. We don't need those kind of handouts. We'll take reparations, but we don't need that right there. So I don't know. Like maybe it's just me being a radical that I am. Maybe it's just me trying to force people to be better and expect more for people who are in that position to do and even prevent situations like this. We don't even have to get into gun control because that's a whole nother conversation. But if he can't perform his duties to the best of his abilities, why are you calling him governor? No, that's not how that works. So once again, if you think I'm wrong, if you think Ron DeSantis is trying his best to keep, the racial tension at bay, and he's, just a swell of a guy, you know what I'm saying? And this incident is just a one-off, and it doesn't represent Florida, or it doesn't represent where this country is morally when it comes to racial identity. Let me know. Let me know in the comments, and trust me, we're gonna have that conversation.